Top 10 Overpower Anime where main character enter a magic school. 10 Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. The Elzano Empire is home to one of the most distinguished magic schools in the world, the Elzano Imperial Magic Academy. Here, ambitious young students undergo training to become competent magicians. Sistine Fibble, a stern, noble girl, and her bright-eyed best friend Rumia Tingel attend the academy, determined to cultivate their magical skills. However, their world is thrown for a loop when their favorite teacher suddenly retires, and the enigmatic Glenn Radars replaces him. His lazy and indifferent attitude toward life and magic quickly puts him at odds with his class. What's more, nefarious forces hidden within the Empire's walls start to become active, and Sistine, Rumia, and Glenn find themselves caught up in their schemes. Rokuta Nashima Jutsukushi to Akashic Records follows Sistine, who is captivated by a mysterious floating sky castle, Rumia, who is haunted by a troubled past, and Glenn, who may be more than meets the eye. Though completely different on the surface, they are inexplicably bound together by a thread of fate. 9 Mahou Sensu. Teichi Nanes finds out abruptly one summer morning. On his way to kendo practice, Teichi comes across an unconscious girl in a uniform he doesn't recognize. Teichi saves her, and in return, the girl wakes up and accidentally turns him into a magic user. As Teichi finds out, there's the world he lives in and the world of magic users. Most magic users just want to peacefully coexist with non-magicians, but there are some with bigger ambitions. Yui Abe is a magician enrolled in the Subaru Magic Academy, where magic users can learn to control their powers. Teichi and his newly magician friends Kurumi Isashima and Kazumi Ida decide to enroll in the Magic Academy as well. They must learn to harness in order to fight off the Ghost Trailers, a group of magicians who are willing to use violence to assert their superiority over humans. This school fantasy anime depicts the story of the Opmic Teichi and his friends, as they must train to become stronger, face the leader of the Trailers, and prevent the beginning of the Second Great Magic War. 8 Full-Time Magister. This magical school anime depicts the story of the OPMC Mofan, who woke up in a familiar world that has vastly changed. His school has become a school that teaches magic, encouraging everyone to become a mighty magician. Outside the city, many wandering magical beasts and monsters attack and prey on humans. A world of advanced science changed into one of the advanced magic. Despite this, his ambition in life and his situation remains the same. One of the dregs of the society with a struggling father and a disabled stepsister that couldn't walk. However, Mofan found when everyone can only have one major element, he can do much more. 7 World Break. Area of Curse for a Holy Swordsman. Akane Private Academy, where students who possess memories of their previous lives are being trained to use ancestral arts so that they can serve as defenders against monsters called metaphysicals who randomly attack. Known as saviors, the students are broken up into 2 categories. The Kurigane, who are able to use their prana to summon offensive weapons, and the Kuroma, who are able to use magic. The story begins 6 months prior to the major climax of the series during the opening ceremonies on the first day of the school year. After the ceremony is over, the main character, Moro Haimura, meets a girl named Setsuki Ranju who reveals that she was Moro's little sister, a past life where Moro was a heroic prince capable of slaying entire armies with his sword skills. Soon afterwards, he meets another girl, Shizuno Yurishibara, who eventually reveals that she also knew Moro in an entirely different past life where he was a Dark Lord capable of using destructive magic, but saved her from a life of slavery. Can those whose minds live in both the present and the past truly reach a bright future? Delve into the complex world of Seiken Tsukai no World Break to find out. 6 Cube X Cursed X Curious. From the light novel series written by Mine Suzuki comes an anime story of love, action, and school comedy. Yachai Haruaki is a high school boy who is naturally resistant to curses. His father sends him a mysterious black cube. Haruaki awakes to find a nude girl named Fear standing in his kitchen. She's the human form of the black cube and an instrument of torture. Utilizing her special abilities, Fear fights alongside Haruaki to defeat other curses, instruments, and their owners. 5 Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. The story of this Ekai Magic School anime with an Opmic is set at the past, where some people from Earth transfers to other worlds. Only about half of them were able to return. One of the chosen is Akatsuki Osawa. His mission is to defeat the Dark Lord Garius, and he succeeded in doing so. Some of the successful chosen ones brought back little trinkets as souvenirs, while Akatsuki went a different route. He brings back the Dark Lord's daughter, Miu. Now she is like his lost little sister. Upon returning, Akatsuki and Miu join a special school Babel where they must train, so that one day master the powers they had in the Lasered. Hopefully, will be able to serve mankind. Will Akatsuki and Miu be able to keep her true identity a secret, or will their plan to live peaceful lives together go up in flames? 4. Dragon Crisis. Kisaragi Ryuji's peaceful life turns into an adventure by the return of his second cousin Eriko. Ryuji and Eriko sees a relic box from a black broker. In the box, they find a red dragon girl, Rose. Dragon Crisis is a school comedy anime that depicts the story of the maker Ryuji who, in order to protect Rose from the Black Organization, decides to fight using his power as a relic handler. 3. Qualidea Code. The story of this magic school anime series takes place in a world where people continue their war against the unknown, the enemy of humanity. Children evacuate to a cold sleep institution during the invasion by the unknown wake up and learn that their bodies gain supernatural powers. In order to protect the country from the unknown emerging from the Tokyo Bay Gate, the boys and girls wage battles in the defense of the cities of Tokyo, Kanagawa, and Chiba. 2. Trinity 7. This school magic anime follows the Arata who, one day, notices that the bright red sun stops shining, causing the destruction of his town and the disappearance of the people inhabiting it. Additionally, by utilizing the magical grimoire, Arata's world became artificially reconstructed. In order to investigate the phenomenon, Lilith Asami appears before Arata, whose artificial world suddenly disintegrates. So, he had 2 choices: hand over the book or dying. However, Arata chooses the third option, enrolling in the top-secret magic school Royal Biblia Academy, where 6 other magical users await him. Together with Lilith, these 6 form the Trinity 7, the elite of the school who each bolster their own power and skill. Hence, with the ambition to save Higiri and the help of his newfound friends, Arata stops at nothing to prevent the destruction of his hometown and to bring his best friend back. 1. The Irregular Magic High School. In the dawn of the 21st century, magic, long thought to be folklore and fairy tales, became technological and is taught as a technical skill. In First High School, the institution for magicians, students are segregated into 2 groups based on their entrance exam scores. Blooms, those who receive high scores, are assigned to the first course, while weeds are reserved students assigned to the second course. Mahakakuku no Ratousei is a fantasy school anime that follows the opmic Tatsuya and his sister Miyuki Shiba, who are enrolled in First High School. Upon taking the exam, the prodigious Miyuki is placed in the first course, while Tatsuya is relegated to the second course. Though his practical test scores and status as a weed show him to be magically inept, he possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat capabilities, and unique magic techniques, making Tatsuya the Irregular at a magical high school.